Hello, this is David G. Hartwell. I'm a senior editor at Tor and Forge Books in New York. I've been editing science fiction since 1970. I've edited a lot of people over the course of my career, but I'm pleased to also be the editor of Paul Levinson. I edited his first novel, The Silk Code, and I edited his most recent novel, The Plot to Save Socrates, and all the books in between.
Author Paul Levinson.
Help me, Paul Levinson. You're my only hope.
I'm Paul Levinson. This is Levinson News Clips with a review of Lost 6.6, in which Sayid struggles not to be an assassin in both the LA and island parallel realities. He fails both times with devastating consequence for the island. First, alternate plane did not crash LA reality continues being better for our characters, but far from perfect. Nadia lives, and Sayid holds her in his arms, but she is Sayid's brother's wife, not Sayid's. And the brother has loan shark debts. The brother wants Sayid to use his talent for unfriendly persuasion to get the loan sharks off his back. Sayid says he's trying to no longer live that life, but Sayid's brother is almost killed by the sharks and their enforcers, which forces Sayid back in action. And this tips the alternate LA reality further into the teeming, inexplicable intersections of our characters. I've been talking about that for years now. And these, along with Sayid's reality being better but still flawed, these two are the hallmarks of this alternate LA reality. Sayid passes Jack in the hospital corridor. Neither knows the other. This coincidence is only mildly improbable. After all, Sayid's in a hospital and Jack's a doctor. But Sayid soon meets the head loan shark enforcer, Martin Kimi, who you may recall in our original reality was stabbed but not killed by Sayid, cruelly killed Ben's adopted daughter Alex, and was killed in turn by Ben. In better reality Los Angeles, Sayid kills Kimi. He's being an assassin again, and just for good, inexplicable coincidence, good measure, Sayid finds that Jin is being held hostage. He was being held hostage by Kimi. Now, up until this episode, 6.6, I've been thinking that the LA reality stories were better than the islands. That changed for me with 6.6, even though I thought the LA story was excellent. But back in original island reality, Sayid, already denounced by Dogen as being taken over by evil, is having a far more momentous struggle against his assassin ways. He loses that struggle too, twice, and with consequences far worse than in good old alternate Los Angeles. First, under Dogen's instruction, Sayid tries to kill faux Locke nemesis. But a knife in Locke's gut has no effect. Of course not. You can't kill what's already dead or a supernatural being, take your pick. Locke then promises Sayid he can bring back Nadia. She was killed courtesy of Jacob's visit to original L.A. last year, or in the last season. Locke's price to Sayid? Sayid must deliver a message to everyone at Dogen's camp, leave or die. A lot of people leave, including our original 815 stewardess and the two kids in her charge who look a lot older. It was good to see all of them again. But Dogen does not leave. He's killed by Sayid, who also kills Dogen's second-in-command in the bargain. No loss, I never liked him. So now, evil Sayid and crazed Claire are marching with faux Locke. Kate's walking there too, but she doesn't quite know what she's getting into and is apparently not under Locke's influence, at least not yet. Kate's motive at this point is likely just that she doesn't want to let Claire out of her sight. Miles, Ben, and Son are not under Locke's control. Neither are Jack, Hurley, and Jin on the island, but not now near Locke. And so the battle lines are drawn on the island with just 10 episodes left. And who knows how that will spill over into better but troubled L.A. and vice versa. Well, one thing you can know is I'll be here next week with my review of the next episode of Lost, 6.7. In the meantime, I'm Paul Levinson. Enjoy.
Paul Levinson's Silk Code, about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to welcome a brand new sponsor to Levinson News Clips, Angie's List. Now, once a month, you're going to hear a special commercial spot for Angie's List with a code that will give you 25% off on Angie's List, where you can get all kinds of leads on everything ranging from doctors to weddings to home improvements. You can reach Angie's List at angieslist.com. And you can put in your promo code when you're filling out your membership form, LEVIN, for 25% off.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them. Sierra had always done everything for the thrill.
She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Entertainment Weekly says the plot to save Socrates is challenging fun. The New York Daily News says it's a Da Vinci-esque thriller. And Curled Up with a Good Book says Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about the plot to save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplot2savesocrates.com.
Traveled 2,500 years back in time to ancient Athens to save Socrates from certain death, and now he doesn't want to come back with me. Oi, I'm gonna plot! All this and more in Paul Levinson's The Plots to Save Socrates.